What?
Its mouth opens and shoots through the water. A dozen of your siblings disappear. You spin away with the current. Not because you were fast enough, because the current moved and the goby did not follow. That is the difference between alive and gone. It will stay that difference for the rest of your life. You drift for days. The current does not carry you anywhere safe. It just carries you. You pass over reefs. This game, you're not ready for it. Over sand, over open water with nothing beneath. You cannot swim with any direction yet. A few weeks pass, and your shell has started to form. A thin cone of calcium wrapped around your body. Your venom system is online now, small but working. You can feel things now, not with your eyes. Your eyes are nearly useless tiny dots that pick up light and shadow and nothing more. What you use is your siphon, a small tube that tastes the water constantly, reading chemicals dissolved in the current. Right now, it is telling you something is close. A worm, half buried in the sand, 2 centimeters away. It does not know you are there. It cannot see you, it cannot smell you, but through your siphon, you can taste every signal it releases just by being alive. To you, it is as visible as something standing under a light. Here is the thing about moving as a cone snail. You are slow. Not slow for a predator in this ecosystem, just slow. A child walking calmly could outpace you the rest of your life. Speed is not what you are built around. You stop 1 centimeter from the worm. A thin, flexible tube extends from inside your shell. Inside it, a hollow barbed tooth loaded with venom is waiting. Then you fire. The harpoon hits at 90 kilometers per hour. The worm convulses once and goes still. You reel it in slowly, drawing the body towards your mouth. Your first kill. You will eat worms for the rest of your juvenile life. But the system you are building is not designed for worms. It is designed for something that swims. And at some point, your biology is going to change completely. 3 months in, your shell has grown, and it is, by any measure, beautiful. Brown and white patterning, smooth, conical, one of the most recognizable shells in the ocean. This will become a problem. Inside you, your venom is upgrading. The mix that worked on worms is being replaced. New compounds are coming online, hundreds of them. Each one evolved across millions of years to hit a specific target in a specific nervous system. Down electrical signals completely. One floods a fish's body with insulin and drops its blood sugar instantly. One causes total paralysis within seconds. Scientists spent decades studying this venom. One compound became the first ocean-derived painkiller approved for human use, 10,000 times stronger than morphine, without the addiction. But right now, none of that matters, because there is a shadow above you. A hand reaches down through the water. Long fingers close around the back of your shell. The diver lifts you out of the sand, turns you over, examines the pattern. He does not know what you are. He thinks you are empty. Your proboscis is already extending from the opening. The harpoon is loading. You can fire in any direction. The harpoon can punch us through wetsuit. There are no parts of a human hand that are truly safe. What happens next depends entirely on whether he puts you down in the next few seconds. Skip forward. You are 1 year old now, 7 centimeters of shell, full venom load, and your diet has changed. Hunting fish when you move at the speed of a garden snail requires a strategy almost nothing else on this planet uses. You only hunt at night. During daylight, you are too exposed. Your shell is beautiful, and beautiful things get picked up by humans, by curious fish, by anything looking for something to take home. So you wait. You learn the rhythm of the reef, the way fish slow down after dark, their reaction times dropping, their instinct to flee dulled by tiredness. That is your window. That is the only window you get. There is a parrotfish resting near the coral, barely moving, gills pulsing slowly. You approach from below, siphon reading the water, tracking the chemical signal of its breathing. You stop one body length away, then you open your mouth, wider than seems possible for a snail. The edges of your mouth have evolved, look like coral fronds, frilled, irregular, soft in the low light. The fish does not register you as a threat. It drifts toward the warmth. The fish is inside your mouth. You fire. One hard spasm, then nothing. The insulin compound has already collapsed its blood sugar. The fish is conscious but cannot move. You swallow it whole. This takes several minutes. During those minutes, you cannot fire, cannot retreat, cannot do anything. You are a slow, bulging shape on an open reef. A triggerfish passes overhead. It slows, looks down at you, then moves on, because it knows what you are. 4 hours later, you spit out the bones.
Tonight, in your spacious La Quinta suite, you can be the agent of destruction. We get it. You've been building connections all day. Go ahead, demolish that personal record. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine.
This is the garden hose nozzle my team spent 3 years building because every pressure washer on the market kept letting people down. Every pressure washer has the same fundamental flaw.
Skip forward. Another year. You have survived the reef. Survived an octopus that tried to crack your shell and gave up when you stung it through the arm. But the current shifted overnight and moved you somewhere. Wrong. A shallow tidal pool. Midday. Full sunlight on your shell. You should be buried. You are not. You feel the shadow before you understand it. Small fingers close around your shell. A. Child. Your proboscis extends. The harpoon fires before anything decides. 30 milliseconds. The child barely feels it. That is part of the design. Your venom contains a painkiller built into the sting itself. It feels like almost nothing. Easy to ignore. But the conotoxins are already moving through the bloodstream. In 15 minutes, the lips go numb. In 30, the vision starts to blur. In an hour, breathing becomes difficult. There is no antidote. The only treatment is keeping the person alive until the venom clears on its own. Whether that happens in time depends on how quickly help arrives. In a tidal pool on a remote beach, help is rarely quick, picks you up and places you back in the water. She does not know what you are. She thinks you are just a shell. You sink to the bottom, bury yourself, wait for the light to go. You live another 4 years. Hunt at night, hide at dawn, carry 20 loaded harpoons at all times. Until the morning, a crown of thorns starfish moves over your resting spot and begins dissolving you through your shell. You fire your harpoon into it. The starfish has no nervous system complex enough to respond. Your venom, the most sophisticated chemical weapon in the ocean, this compound that kills humans and gave medicine its strongest painkiller, does absolutely nothing. Not from something that hunted you, from something that did not even know you were there. Life as a cone snail might be rough, but there's another animal out there that has it way worse. The next animal is a carpenter ant. It doesn't hide inside a shell, it hides inside another animal's body.
Children happy with you and flamingo. Sucks to be a flamingo.
You hatch in the dark inside the wall of a rotting fig tree somewhere in the rainforest of Southeast Asia. You are soft. Your exoskeleton has not hardened yet. You cannot bite, cannot carry, cannot do any of the things a carpenter ant is supposed to do. For the first few days, the workers feed you and move on. Nobody waits. Your colony has around 400,000 individuals. Chemistry runs all of them. Your queen releases signals that keep 400,000 ants doing 400,000 different jobs without anyone stopping to discuss it. You forage. The soldiers guard. The nurses tend the larvae. Nobody decided this. It is just how the chemistry lines up. Yours lines up for hauling things, which is fine. You are good at it. 3 days ago, something landed on the back of your neck. It was smaller than a grain of sand. You were carrying a piece of leaf twice your body weight at the time. You did not notice. By the time you hatch, it has already drilled through your exoskeleton. Not cut, drilled. Using enzymes and pressure, one cell layer at a time, the way a key works, a lock. It took several hours. You felt none of it. It is a fungus. It has been doing this exact thing for 45 million years. It has never once failed to finish what it starts. The colony will not know for another 10 days. By then,
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea and a drive to bring it to life. Describe what you want.
the fungus will have already spread through your thorax, and the changes in your movement will still be too small to register as a threat. Just an ant drifting slightly off the trail. Just an ant slowing where there should be no reason to slow. The chemistry does not have a signal for this. Nothing in the colony's 400,000 years of evolution prepared it for something that moves this quietly. The trail opens about 20 meters from the nest entrance. You know every section of it, where it narrows, where the roots cross, the spot near the fig tree where the leaf litter is thicker and you have to slow or you will drift off course. You have done this run hundreds of times. You have not drifted once. The work is the same every day. Pick up, carry, return. Pick up again. The colony stays alive because nobody stops. You do not stop. The trail you work runs through the lower forest, where the canopy is thick and the humidity sits heavy all morning. The leaf pieces you carry are cut from plants higher up. Other ants do the cutting. You do the hauling. The pieces are taken into the nest and fed to a fungus that breaks them down into something the colony can digest. The colony has been farming this fungus for millions of years. It does not survive outside the nest. The nest does not survive without it. You are one link in a chain that long. Your job is to not break. Skip forward. It has been a week. The fungus is spreading through your body slowly. It is eating just enough of your fat reserves to fuel its own growth while keeping you alive and fully functional. It threads through your abdomen, your thorax, the hollow spaces inside your head. It is taking up space. It has a direction it wants to go next. Here is the thing, it does not go near your brain. Researchers discovered this with a three-dimensional microscope. By the time the fungus fills half your skull, your brain is sitting in the exact center of it all, completely, untouched, intact, still receiving signals from your legs, still sending them back. The fungus is not interested in your brain. It wants your muscle. What this means, practically, your brain continues to operate exactly as it always has. It receives information from the environment, it processes it, it sends instructions. The instructions just stop arriving where they were sent. Something in the path between brain and body is quietly redirecting them. And your brain has no way to detect that the instructions are not arriving. It sends them. It waits for the response. The response comes back normal because the fungus is also managing the feedback. It has been doing this for 45 million years. It knows what a normal response looks like. Skip forward. Day 14. Your brain sends a signal to move your left foreleg. The signal travels toward the fungus. The fungus intercepts it. Not every signal, not always. Just enough of them, often enough, that slowly your movement is being entirely ignored. You go slightly left when you meant to go straight, slow without meaning to, you up and down for no reason. You have a passenger now. The passenger has a very specific movement. It has not told you where that is. By the end of the next week, some of the terms were wrong. Some familiar section of the tale is unfamiliar. One morning, you stopped in the middle of the trail and stayed still for a long time. The answers had to go around. Nobody stopped to check. That is not how the sentence is working. What happens next is not something you know. You are about to land somewhere you have never been before, and you will walk there yourself. Skip forward. One morning, you notice it the way you would notice a sound that is not expected. There is a moment where your legs have already committed before anything else does. You are moving into the undergrowth off the end of the path and away from the land headed in the right direction. The chemical smell is still there. You still smell it. You are simply no longer following it. Your legs are receiving signals that have to do with movement, but the movement is not going where the signals have to be. Something upstream of your legs has inserted a signal effectively, and you have no way to override it. No one capturing kind of has wrong way. See what's your priority. They try to lift you, which is what workers do when a man is behaving outside of time. Demand is moving, not a decision, or back on. Keep walking. The floor here is darker, warmer. The humidity is higher. The fungus has been waiting for exactly this combination of chemical and chemical. You walk in the exact location of humidity. You arrive precisely on schedule. You start climbing up stairs, not high, 25 centimeters off the ground, the exact altitude where air movement is best and the pressure will come second. You do not notice. The fungus does. You reach and leap. You bite down on the central vein. Your mandibles lock. Not slowly, not gradually. All at once, you hatch in the dark, inside the legs are receiving signals and producing movement, but the movement is not going where the signal has to be. Something upstream of your legs has inserted a signal instruction, and you have no way to overcome. 5 centimeters off the ground, the exact altitude where air movement is best and the pressure will come second. You do not notice. The fungus does. You leap and leap. You bite down on the central vein. Your mandibles lock. Not slowly, not gradually. All at once,
your boy one more day until you can see him. They take you back home in a small car, trembling with excitement. You imagine the smell, the soft skin. But when you arrive, you start to talk. Your son looks frail. You hold him close and you say, "What happened? He's starving." No answer. Your husband isn't even there. Only empty jugs and a filthy mess. You say, "Where's your father?" The neighbor says, "At the tavern. He doesn't come home much." Your eyes fill with tears. You say, "I'll stay tonight. I'll feed him." The guard says, "No. Time's up." You say, "Please, just one night." The guard coldly says, "Orders are orders." They drag you away as your son cries to you. Days become weeks, you go weaker. Taylor, your birthday? At the little kitchen door. Thin like water soup. The midwife with narrow eyes say, "Your blood is failing." You with a hoarse day. "I need rest. I need real food. I need my own son." The midwife quietly says, "Royal children drink first." They squeeze you like you're a jar to be empty. You press the baby to your chest until your back knot and your arm shakes. Each time one of them lashes, guilt sets in like a fever. Every swallow you hear is a swallow your boy doesn't get. At night, just as your eyes finally start to close, the guard will beat down the door. "Wake up, the almost woke." You somehow make it into the chambers and feed. By dawn, you're busy. Breakfast is a chewed apple pork and slippery bread. Not a stone. Your will sings to all of a sudden. The baby stops. They scream. The midwife's face like this. The midwife says, "Why do you withhold?" You say, "I don't. There's nothing left." You clap the wood table. Jars rattle. The midwife says, "Then make more." They bring you boiled grains in a bowl of a soup with a skin of fat on top, like a seal on a letter that you can't read. It isn't enough. You drink it anyway. Feel it vanish before it even reaches your bones. They keep their promise again. No. You count breaths in the car. 30, 60, 100. As if numbers can carry you faster. You rush inside. The boy lies listless. Eyes too big for his face. You scooping him up. My heart, look at me." He tries to laugh, but can't. He's forgotten how. No, he's too weak to remember. You say, "Where's his father?" A neighbor, with a shrug and a spit. "The market, tavern, somewhere not here." You hold your boy against your chest. You hum a lullaby. The guard clears your throat and says, "I'm..." You beg, "Just 1 minute, please." But the guard with a gravelly voice says, "I've..." They pull your son from your arms and they take you back. You return to the palace with your eyes aching from crying, and your throat raw from swallowing what you can't say. That night, a general staggers into the servants' corridor. He smells of wine and dust, a man who has never been told no. The general, leaning in the doorway, says, "You, milk girl." You freeze. You say, "I'm here for the children." You laugh, kind of laugh that doesn't belong to the child. The general says, "Tonight you serve a different house." You try to step back, but he blocks you. The corridor feels smaller than a grave. You look over his shoulder for help. No one's there. No one ever is. What happens then is the bruise you carry inside your skull. No details, only a torn knife and a mouthful of silence. You tell no one. Morning comes with a pounding on the door. A messenger holds a scrap of papyrus. The messenger's black and bored saying, "For the wet nurse." Your hand shakes. You open it. Your husband's crooked lines crawl across the page. The letter says, "Storm to Peru. Your boy is gone." The world doesn't close. Collapses. Your heart is broken in pieces. Later you learn the truth from a fishing girl who knows everything. There was no storm, only a night of drinking and forgetting. Your boy died of hunger and neglect. The life of the storm is a mercy that the letter writer can live with. You say nothing. You still go to the babies. You still lift them. You still give them what your body barely has. That night you collapse on the straw and do not sleep. You stare at the ceiling. Your lips shape his name until it becomes a breath. Something small and hard grows in you. Not hope, not courage. Just a stubborn refusal to die in the wrong story. One midnight when the corridor is empty and the general is sleeping off his line, you wrap your shawl tight, hide your hair, and you walk. You don't run. Running invites questions. Walking is invisible. You step past the nursery door and you don't look in. You step past the kitchen with its sink of fat and ash. At the gate, two guards play dice. Guard 1 says, "Your turn." Guard 2 says, "Not yet." Their eyes never look. You slip into the night. The city holds its breath. You move through alleys, across courtyards, into open desert where the stars are ice chips. and the air's ablaze. By dawn, your feet are bleeding, your tongue is dry, and you're somewhere else. A village that smells like meat and smoking gold. The woman at the well staring says, that's wetness. Man with a basket has a laugh. Milk for their Christmas, nothing for her own. You sleep in a shed behind a baker's shop. You trade chores for crumbs. Your hands find work, your mind cannot. The news arrives carried on 3 mouths at once. Market gossip. Her royal child is dead. Another voice says poison. The third voice smugly says, they think a wet nurse ran away. Take a second of the air through again. You know what truth is. The little prince spent yesterday stuffing berries into his mouth, red and pretty and fatal. He saw this thing buried near the palace garden once. He told a maid they looked wrong. Shrugged. The world shrugs before. But truth is useless if it's not powerful. By sundown, riders arrive. Ask for your name. They don't search. They arrive, already knowing where you were. Some was pointed, some always point. The captain, pulling you up by the arm, says, by order of the king. You don't struggle. Your body is tired. Your bones. They haul you onto the horse. The village watches like a spectacle and then speaks. They call it a trap because the word looks good next to the thing. It's a room with a chair and then who's never can read. The general is there in clean armor, eyes like a dry riverbed. The judge says, you fled the palace the night before the prince died. Success. Say, that's right because they're being used in hurt. There's a ripple in the room. Nothing like tea. The judge said, did you poison the prince? They replied, no. The general cool said, she starved and looked. She resented the child. You say, ask the garden keeper about the berries. The judge said, we asked the midwife. The midwife with hands folded said, her milk failed. She was bitter. She told curses. You say, my son died because I was here. I gave your children what I could never give him. But there's poison in me. It's grief. There was silence. Then a clerk cleared his throat by keeping the script moving. The judge said, by decree of the king. Death. No gas. No shock. The room knew the ending when you walked in. They tied your hands, but gently, like they're worried you'll prove before the audience sees. It's what the article. They come for death the way they come for melons with their own teeth. The executioner looks at you like a doctor looks at a cat. Efficient, respectful, and deep. The executioner with a low voice says, any last words? You look up at the same sky your boy once said, wide, careless, and you say, yes, proudly he says. You good for a sentence that controls your whole life. You find something smaller but true. Say, I was a mother. The executioner nods, as if he understands the language you never learned. The rope is a rough circle. Growth is not too. They meet. The world narrows. The air thins. Your heartbeat is a drum losing its rhythm. You think of 4 royal cradles. A boy with a bird-bone chest, a rack at your foot, a guard-throbbing breast, a general's shadow, a garden full of red berries. Then, nothing. My sound was too quiet even at 100%. Then I found the volume. It moved the volume up to 600%, and yes, It tastes like a French toast in a roll. Well, it doesn't taste like a stupid ass spaghetti. We shall see. That's when you are good.
Yep. Good night.
Like,
We have breakfast with me.
yeah.
Colored soy sauce syrup with a side of Salisbury steak.
No!
Will you love me forever?
Over there, by the piano. Hope you have plenty of gas. Whoa! What's on your shorts? What? Why are you looking? I wasn't. Gee, it's just that. Shut up. You just mad 'cause I beat you again. You worked out. I have low blood sugar. You should really go check that out. What's the deal? Did you fall in? I'll be out in a minute. 80 bucks, this better be a good game. have to work overtime to afford this, and now we're gonna eat ramen for a month as well. Oh. Again, oh my God, the map is so cool. Look at all this sand, this cactus, this graphic is so awesome. We can't even get the cactuses. Look at the cactuses physics. Oh my God, this is so awesome. This is the best game ever made. This map looks so empty, man. 80 bucks for this map. Why refund the game? Again, oh my God, what is the fastest car in the game? Let me go with the fastest car and what runs the pump. Oh my God, I got the fastest car in the game now. Again, oh my God, another player. I want to ride them. Oh my God, that rap company is so cool. I'm gonna record this and do it again every time I use the channel, which means subscribe on TV. What is this trying to do? Is this trying to rap me? Why are you doing this? This is so unnecessary. This is so annoying. Again, I hope I get like a hypercar or sports car, anything other than a hypercar would be so late. Oh my God, so late. Why can't I have something like a Lambo or a Ferrari or a Pagani? Let's see what we get over here. We have a couple of wheelchairs. Man, time is fun. Wow, this is a cool car. Again, so we're gonna go upgrade right now. We're gonna go custom upgrade. Okay, we're gonna put every single engine upgrade on max. We're gonna complete the max out the engine. Now we're also gonna go swap the engine for even more power. Now I have 3,000 horsepower. The more horsepower, the better. We have about 620 horsepower. I think that should be enough. So we're not gonna upgrade the engine at all. Again, this is so cool. This is the most realistic thing I've ever seen. This is like driving a real life vehicle. Oh my God, I love steering wheels before that. This is so realistic. Oh my God. This is nothing like real life, bro. What is this real doing, bro? This makes absolutely no sense. Again, oh my God, I'm running out of credits. I need to go through money glitch right now. Oh my God, yes. Now I have 110 million credits. Oh man, I run out of in-game currency. I guess I'll go do some races then to get some money. Again, oh my God, I hope Ford Horizon 6 is in Japan. I love Japan. I love anime. And I hope the graphics are looking really good. Like mega ultra realistic 4K 1080p 60 FPS. Man, I hope the gameplay will be better in Ford Horizon 6 than it is in Ford Horizon 5. Again, oh my God, this is so good. Look at all this play pump. Oh my God, this is so awesome. Look at this quality play pump. This is like in real life. Oh my God, the more pumps, the better. This looks really bad. The playing looks really low quality. It's absolutely horrendous. Again, oh my God, it's a Supra. Oh my God, it's my favorite car. Oh my God, I love Supra. Supra 4005. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Not the Supra again, man. This car is so overrated. Again, oh my God, overdrive drifting is so cool. There's so much speed. Hey, yo, look at my overdrive car. Hey, BMW, look at my overdrive car. Where you going? Look at my overdrive vehicle. Overdrive is better than rear wheel drive. Look at this. It's so much faster. It is so much cooler than rear wheel drive. Rear wheel drive is so much better. Just look at the nice smooth lines over here. Why would anyone be racing rear wheel drive? Drifting is all the style, all the speed. Again, oh my God, mommy, I'm gonna do a 360. I'm gonna do a 360. Oh my God, mommy, I'm doing a 360. Oh my God, I did a 360. Mommy, I did a 360. Again, oh my God, let's see what kind of spoilers do we have over here. Okay, we have a spoiler over here. Oh my God, this is the Forza Aero. Oh my God, this is so cool. This is so much downforce. Oh my God, I love Forza Aero. That's all the options we have. No other options. Yeah, I'm rather gonna go with the default one, I think. Again, oh my God, there is so much turret smoke. I love this turret smoke. Look how big the turret smoke is. I love turret smoke. This is so cool. I really wish we could even enable more turret smoke. This is so realistic. It's like real life turret smoke. Oh my God. Man, what is this horrible turret smoke? Why is it so ugly? This looks nothing like real life turret smoke. Again, oh my God, this is the first version of this is like I'm driving a real life car. Oh my God, this is so cool, mommy. I'm driving, like a real life vehicle right now. I'm basically doing my driving exam right now. This is so realistic. This is literally like real life, but I'm doing it in Forza, which is pretty much like real life because look at this. This is so realistic. Wait, hold on. The wheel doesn't even turn 900 degrees, and this is the biggest car-related game out there in 2024. Are you kidding me? This is pretty underwhelming. Again, oh my god, that's the Honda Civic. I love JDM cars. Any JDM car is so cool. I only want to use JDM cars in video games because they are the best cars ever. JDM cars are so cool that when I grow up, I want to be a JDM car myself. I love JDM anime, and I'm also a weeb. Man, muscle cars look so good. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe I used to prefer JDM cars to muscle cars. What was actually wrong with me? Yeah, this is way better than any JDM car right there. This is pure muscle. Again. Oh my god, is that a jump right there? Oh my god, I'm gonna take the jump. Oh my god, mommy, grab the camera. I'm gonna do a jump. Oh my god, there's a jump right there. Oh my god. Wee! Wee! Oh my god, I'm flipping. Oh my god, I did a 360 jump. This is so cool. This is going straight to my TikTok with 3 followers. Oh my god, another 2 did a jump. This is also going to TikTok. Oh my god, I have 2 TikTok clips. Oh my god, mommy. Oh, that's a jumping one. Okay, that's cool. Anyways, again. Oh my god, I'm doing a PLC. Hopefully I get something really good. Wait, is that a custom book? I'm gonna use that book all the time in online lobbies to annoy people 24/7. This is so awesome. My first custom horse. You're landing on a horse. Okay, that's an absolute scam. Again. Oh, over here we can have a custom license plate. I know I'm gonna write over here. It starts with a B. Oh my god, boobies. Oh my god, I love boobies as a license plate. Oh my god, look at this. Oh my god, this is so funny. Well, I guess since you're using a Viper, I guess you might as well have Viper as a license plate, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty good. Again. Oh my god, this is the beach area. Oh my god, I've never been to the beach. Look at this. This beach area is so cool. Wow, look at this. A beach area for Kazakhstan. Okay, well, anyway. Again. Also, there's a lot of weed liveries over here. Oh my god, there's so many weed liveries. Oh my god, look at all these weed liveries. I want all of these liveries. Look at this. I love anime. Oh my goodness, what is happening over here with all these weed liveries? I mean, luckily this Miata looks pretty good. So as always, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and as always, stay sideways. You have an above now in the middle of a lake that's trying to kill everything around you, but you are great. The cell pass after 30 days. Push through with the air that's sulfur and fun. The lake around you is dead, gone from blood, but the chemistry of the water itself. The ship at a pH close to -3 and reaches temperatures of 60 degrees in the afternoon sun. Return goes to that speed. Because nothing else will. Nothing else left here. That is the point. You are the size of a tennis ball, with feathers of weight. Not a tail tip, not a hit of little sun. Gray, like wet concrete, like you do not look like a flamingo. You look like something that has not decided what it is yet. Your bill is straight and pink. Your legs are swollen and pink. Toes will turn black, rippling to weak. The curved bill is also the one built on the bed covering. Yours will not start to develop that shape for another 11 weeks. Right now, you cannot feed yourself. You cannot filter anything. You cannot do the one thing a flamingo needs to do. You open your bill, your father leans over and turns his head down towards your face. A red liquid runs from his
spill into your mouth. It looks exactly like blood. It is not blood, but it looks like blood, and for the next 6 weeks, this is the only food you will receive. At the edge of the lake, something is walking. The marabou stork stands nearly as tall as a human. It is exactly like blood. It is not blood, but it looks like blood, and for the next 6 weeks, is walking. The marabou stork stands nearly as tall as a human. It has been here since before you have. It is not hungry right now. It can wait. You are bread. The stork has learned which one to put its way the longest. The liquid is called process. It is produced from the lining of your parent's underdigested fat and brought up through the bill in a controlled stream. Both your mother and your father can produce it. The hormone that triggers it is the same hormone that triggers milk production in a mammal. In the first week, the milk runs bright red from pigment stored in your parent's liver. It contains no red blood cells. It is just the color of blood. Over the following months, it fades gradually to pale orange, then to something closer to green. You call when you are hungry. The calls stimulate more production. Your parents take turns. One feeds while the other rests. They will do this every day for the next 6 weeks until your girl has pulled enough to go to sleep on her own. Here is what happens to them while they feed. Flamingos are paid because of what they eat. The algae and salt crustaceans they surface in the water are rich in glucose pigment. The body processes those pigments and deposits them into the feathers. No pigment in the diet means no pigment in the feathers. When your parents produce fat milk, they are redirecting those pigments from their own feathers into the milk that you feed. Week by week, the color changes. The bright pink fades to pale pink fades to almost white. By the time you are old enough to use the nest, your parents look like they have been flicked all season. They have now changed them. They gave their color to you, and you are now still gray. This is what happens to a good sight when you are a flamingo. They don't stay still watching. At around 12 days old, you leave the nest now, enjoying what happens next. The hatch. Every chick from the colony that has left its nest forms into a single moving group. Hundreds, sometimes thousands, sometimes tens of thousands. All gray, all the same size, all making the same call. A few adults move at the edges, but most parents are not with their own chicks. The crush is managed by whoever is available. Your parents don't live with the species. They land at the edge of the crush and call. And somewhere in that mass of thousands of identical gray birds, you call back. 3 chicks this week did not answer when their parents called. They are still in the crush. Nobody is coming back for them. You answer. They find you every time. Not by sight. Every chick in that group looks the same. Not by position. The crush moves constantly. By voice. Your call has a specific pattern your parents insisted on in the first date. They walk through the crush, calling, and you answer. The answer is distinct enough that among 10,000 identical birds making identical sounds, they go to you. This works. It has to work. Because if it doesn't, stop being fair. And if you stop being fair, stay gray. If you stay gray, something is about to happen to you that only happens to gray chicks. The stork at the edge of the lake is still watching the ones that slow down. Ship order. You are a few weeks old now. The lake surface evaporates through the day. As the water goes, the minerals stay. Sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate. Concentrate in the shallow water to break. Sometimes those minerals do not stay in the water. They crystallize onto whatever is standing in it, onto legs. Specifically, onto the legs of chicks. The adults have scales thick enough to resist it. Chick legs are softer. The crystals bond to the surface and grow. Slowly at first, a thin ring around one ankle, then thicker, then both ankles. A chick that cannot move its legs cannot follow the crush. A chick that cannot follow the crush stops eating. A chick that stops eating never becomes a chick. It just stops. You have seen it happen to others. A chick growing at the edge of the group, legs thickening with white mineral rings, falling further behind. The rest of the crush moves on. The marabou stork does not play. It does not compete. The marabou stork stands nearly as tall as a human. It has a wingspan of almost 3 meters. Its face is bare and red. Its throat hangs in a loop to its back. It is called the undertaker bird, partly for the way it hunches its shoulders, partly for what it does around the edges of flamingo colonies. Its does not chase. It watches the trash from a distance, pick out what is flowing, and drop it. Warning, your legs are fine.
This is the most underrated Tablet, a $49 offline translator I found in Japan. If you've ever struggled to order food, ask for directions, or just connect with local.
For now, skip forward. You are 3 months old. A researcher tried to walk through once. Feet are stuck in the mud. The stain burned across both feet, the alkaline water, and was on bed rest for several weeks after being pulled out. You are standing where you had to walk. You will stand here every day for the rest of your life. The bill has started to curve. You can filter now, small, or perfect. Still learning, but the mechanism is working. You stand in water that will strip the skin from a human leg. The lake is lying off. Alive. Hyenas cannot cross it. Jackals cannot cross it. Feral dogs cannot cross it. The mud beneath the surface is deep and thick, and the water above it will burn through any skin that is not yours. The colony nests in the center of a moat that no land predator has ever managed to cross. The lake is home because it is hostile. Everywhere that is easy to live, something is already waiting. This place is too difficult. The boat goes to reach. That is the entire point. You lower your head, still, upside down, in the water. The wave is slow. 10,000 stiff lamellas inside the bill filter algae, and the water as your tongue pumps like a piston 20 times per second. The algae contain carotenoid pigments. Your body will metabolize them and move them into your feathers. It will take another year, maybe 6, but it is already starting. You are still gray, but not for much longer. Skip forward. You are 2 years old. Your feathers have started to clump in shape. Not all of them. A fluff across the wings, a deepening along the back. The color will keep building as long as it keeps you. You have been alive for 2 years on a lake that will kill most things in an afternoon. The sweat is long behind you. Your hairs are pink again. The season is right, and the colony is messy. 1,000,000 birds on a red lake, each on their own mud mound, each waiting for their cells to hatch. You're at the edge of the colony, here, head down, still working. Back turned to the open front. The Baraboo Brook is not about to flood. It won't. That is the whole strategy. It just wants to destroy whatever has led and still lives. Soldiers running, moving with the particular patience of something that has done this 10,000 times. By the time the shadow crosses you, there is nowhere to run that is faster than a river. You made it 2 years. You made it to sea, on a lake that kills everything else. In the end, something that lives there with you was always what was going to get you. The stork has been watching since before you hatched. 1,000,000 birds on a red lake. Most of them will never turn pink. The ones that do, the stork was always waiting at the edge. It was waiting before the first flamingo hatched. It will still be waiting long after the last one does. The next animal has it worse. Describe that video.
What is